It's Tim Albright with AVNation at ISE 2025. Feeling very comfortable with my friend Chris Merrick from Shure.
Hey Tim, how are you enjoying the sofa, the couch?
I am enjoying this immensely. It is a trade show and any chance to sit down, but this
Absolutely.
is particularly comfortable. We're obviously in the Shure booth in Shure's media hub. You guys have done this space for a number of years, so we, as those of us who interview you, we do appreciate that. Shure is celebrating 100 years this year. First of all, that's remarkable in any industry, right? In companies in general, especially remarkable in the world of AV. How do you think Shure has done that?
Well, Mr. Shure founded a company in Chicago in 1925, and I was doing some research, and apparently the very first radio station in Chicago only opened in 1921. So it's hard to realize how cutting edge it was to be moving into the audio business, even back in those days. So yeah, we're very proud to be celebrating those 100 years, and of course it's full of amazing landmarks, the iconic microphones, the Elvis mic, and of course the SM58. You know, we're very famous for those products over the decades, but it would be very easy to say, well, are we resting on our laurels? And far from it. We're trying to do some math, but we think that probably this year so far, 2025, we've actually launched more new products than we've ever launched in the history of the company. In addition to a whole group of things which we announced at NAMM, and also the rollout of our new WiMAS Axient Digital solutions. This week at ISE, we're showcasing 3 new solutions for conferencing and collaboration space. And probably the most significant of those is our new IntelliMix room kits. And this is a Shure PC, which has onboard IntelliMix room digital signal processing, and also is a Teams room compute. And that combined with a touch panel and combined with our audio and with video input provides a complete meeting room solution.
You mentioned the Teams solution. One thing that Shure has done over the last few years is you've done the work to get solutions like that Teams certified. So I'm assuming this is Teams certified as well.
It's undergoing the Teams certification at the moment, but obviously our plan is that it's going to be a Teams certified solution, but we can't commit to that until Microsoft.
Understood, but you are going through that process.
That's correct.
But that is one thing that you guys, Shure has an interesting diversity, because you mentioned the Elvis mic. Obviously, if you're a musician, you know Shure microphones. As a podcaster now, former broadcaster, I'm familiar with the microphone that we're speaking into. But now you have, over the past, say, 10 years, moved into that collaboration space as well. What was that thinking, and why go in there?
Well, I think a lot of people in the industry have been talking about the convergence of AV and IT, and that has, it's been probably an over discussed topic over the years, but it is a genuine trend, and we're seeing more and more, particularly in the corporate, government and education space, that AV is no longer this weird and wonderful thing that sits in the corner being kept away from the IT network. It's very much a convergent world. So even with our positioning, we're not positioning ourselves as like we're in the AV space or we're in the IT space. We like to think that we cover both. We're developing our new solutions around IT, security, workflows, how these can be managed like as any other desktop device or whatever as part of an IT infrastructure. But similarly, we're also very much investing in the extremely high-end audio AV solutions for broadcast and for performance and for live sound, as always. So we kind of like to think of ourselves as a full spectrum provider.
Speaking of that, you got a new addition or an expansion of your wireless system that you announced a year ago.
Yes, that's right. So the Microflex Wireless Next 2, which we launched last year, which is it's charger, wireless transceiver, digital signal processing all in one unit. We're now expanded that to 4 and 8 channel options, and these effectively can be daisy chained up to 160 channels of wireless. And you can combine that with any other part of a Shure portfolio, for example, complete auditorium, large lecture theatres, events, etc. But again, all the workflows are designed to make it really simple and easy to deploy, whether it's an AV tech who's got an incredibly busy schedule or an IT person who hasn't necessarily got any AV smarts. You can still manage that. So it's sometimes overlooked, but it's an incredibly important part of the whole portfolio. Is what Shure does for wireless.
Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about though is your speaker line. What was it? A year and a half, almost 2 years ago. There was a new microphone with had a speaker right next to it. Now you have gone and you've expanded on that even more with actual standalone speakers.
Yes, we've got a full portfolio now. So there's a networkable amp, Microflex amp, which then can support all of our range of passive speakers, and they're in flush mount, 2 types of pendant, wall mount. So there's a complete portfolio of new speakers. So you can literally have the whole audio chain from soup to nuts is now available from Shure, and those have been designed specifically for the conferencing space. So they're not tuned for music or to be putting into restaurants and bars, etc. They're tuned for the voice, so they're very much focused on the effectively the Teams, Zoom, WebEx room, whatever it is for that type of audio.
All right, Chris. Somebody wants to find out more about Shure in your 100 years. How do they do that?
Well, Shure.com, and you'll be seeing all sorts of exciting new features and videos and all sorts of things going over that history as well as talking about all the incredible range of new products as well. So Shure.com.
All right, Chris Merrick from Shure. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and find more videos from the show floor of ISE 2025. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.